For people who aren't from the Great Lakes region, it's hard to understand and comprehend how large these lakes are and how much an effect they have on the climate. It doesn't get too cold in the winter. And of course, then a nice cool spring that doesn't get too hot. So all of these things go into the climate and produce these really wonderful blueberries. At Tree Ripe, we get our blueberries from Walker Farms here in Paw Paw, Michigan. You know, talking to someone like Drew who has spent his entire life in farming, it's not about growing the most amount of blueberries or having the most yield. At the end of the day, it's really about producing the best tasting blueberries. And so even walking through the field, you can see he's looking for all these little things of how do we improve. But you also see that his mindset is really about quality, which is not always at the forefront of every grower's mind.
I'll be brutally honest here. One of the best things and one of the things I really feel like, truly believe that makes Michigan blueberries so unique is what we feel out here today. I mean, it's basically high 70s, whereas other regions, it's in the 90s, and even in the South, we have to deal with some 100-degree days. So Michigan, I truly believe that the climate, the soil is perfect. It just creates a great sugar content. The weather, the coolness, it seems like every morning there's a dew, and that dew will dry off, and that dew almost rejuvenates that berry every day and keeps it in pristine condition. And it can hang on that bush a lot longer than it can in other regions and reach its ripest, fullest, sweetest potential, to me. Now, you might not can prove that scientifically, but that's what I believe.
Growing fruit at this quality level is really challenging. To be able to have something that just tastes incredible. And especially for blueberries, this is so true because there's many different variables that can affect a blueberry day to day. And so being here, seeing the challenges, seeing what our growers are actually doing and being involved in that process, it's a special relationship and one that we really have to have with all of our partner farms. But especially for blueberries, it's really important for us. So when Michigan blueberry season arrives in July, because of how delicate they are, how fragile they are, we literally have to hand pick every single blueberry and we have to hand deliver that box to our customers. It's really the only way that we can do it.
For Tree Ripe, if it's picked that morning, it's in the packing shed that day, Tierney has it, he may have it in his hands that afternoon. Usually within 24 hours, it's harvested off of our farm to Tree Ripe to the customer. That's basically nature's lunchbox in your hand, you know. Unless you go to the field and pick it yourself, there's no substitute for that I know of. Tree Ripe and Tierney, they're quality oriented, and I really admire that, number one, and number two, I like being a part of that. We're fifth generation farmers, so we've always worked with family, and there's nothing better. There's probably nothing harder, but there's nothing better. You know, you just have to bite your tongue a lot of times, but it's for a lasting, long legacy. It has just really been a blessing to be able to work with family. My family's name is on the box. I care what goes out, and I think that's a mutual connection that Tree Ripe and our organization has, is that you're building a culture of we want to have and produce the best that we can produce.